Going live.
Good morning, good morning. The sun is out this morning. Good morning to you.
And you.
And you.
Hello,
everybody.
Welcome, everyone, to the Nursing School Show. That beautiful medley was brought by Christina. I am Matthew. We answer nursing school related questions on our lives.
Every day.
All day, every day, specifically during our lives. So if you have questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments below and we will get to it. Your song mentioned sunshine. It's not quite shining yet, right?
I love it because it was super cold outside.
It was really cold and foggy this morning. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, sun is shining somewhere. That is for sure.
Okay, anyone have this issue with their hoods and stuff? Like, it's so uneven, right?
That's why I always take those off.
How do you get it to even out?
I always take those out.
Who has any tips for me?
Take them out.
Take them out.
Take them out.
Okay, do you take out your ties or do you keep them in?
So,
I like them.
When I was little, I don't know if it's one of those myths or whatnot, but like kids going down slides and getting their ties caught on something and then... No, you've never heard this?
I have never heard that.
Yeah, and that's why
that's terrible.
We always say to take out our ties.
Well, I mean, shoelaces
have you ever
on
heard
escalators, not a good idea.
Mm.
So, talk about nursing things.
Yes, so nursing things, is that a myth? When you're young and you have a sweatshirt on with the ties, if you go down a slide, can you get caught?
I would say they would get caught. Like little kids get stuck, and then you know, that can be not so good.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
So, aren't you glad you joined us? Aren't you glad you joined us for this kind of topics?
Kim has heard about that.
Yes. See, I am not crazy. But yes. So anyway, I always take out those ties because also when you're in school as young whippersnappers. Young whippersnappers.
Are we
you always go and pull you always pull one of the I always go and like pull people's ties. And so I took mine off so they can't do that back.
So you're the problem.
I am not the problem. I am not the problem.
So funny. Okay,
all
friends.
Right. Let us get to it. Nursing school questions. Do you have one already?
KT Neebs.
Okay.
Good morning.
Let's do it.
On Instagram. Best tips for the fundamentals HESI.
Ooh, okay. So I want to tag onto that too because someone else asked, is it okay to study for the HESI exit the same as studying for NCLEX? So let's talk about all things HESI. So best tips for fundamentals HESI and HESI and NCLEX, same, different, studying the same, different, etc. Let's do it.
My school used the HESI. So we had the NCLEX, not the NCLEX HESI, the exit HESI. And so when I talk about the HESI, I also, so there's one key difference between the HESI and your normal lecture exams. And that's that it's a test bank. So your normal lecture exams, if your instructor creates them, then they know what's on that exam. HESI or ATI or any other test bank that your school might use is just that. It's a test bank. So while it is true that your instructor has a general idea of what will be on that exam, your HESI or your ATI exam, they don't know specifically what questions they're going to ask because it's a test bank, right? And so that can be tough because you don't know exactly what's going to be on there. However, I want to tell you, kind of calm you down, right? Because when we think, oh, wow, we have an ATI test coming up or a HESI exam coming up, it can be really nerve-wracking, right? Because you just don't know. You just don't know what's going to be on there. But the thing is that nursing is nursing is nursing. Nursing content is nursing content is nursing content. We say that all the time. What you're learning here from us is the same thing you're going to learn in the book, is the same thing you're going to learn in class. Nursing content is nursing content is nursing content. So don't get too caught up or spend too much time stressing or any time at all stressing. I don't want you to stress. Don't get too caught up in this idea that the HESI is going to be totally different than anything you've ever seen before. With that said, it will be a challenge because they are so good at mimicking the NCLEX. So the questions might be more NCLEX-like or trickier than you're used to in your normal lecture exams, if your instructor writes them. So there's that. Now, the biggest plus to this is that if you are in a HESI or an ATI program and you are getting better with your scores on those exams, let's say like you took your first ATI or HESI exam and you just bombed, totally fine. Study and get better. The more you practice and the more you get better, the more prepared for the NCLEX you are going to be. So what I tell nursing students is that if you are in an ATI program, if you are in a HESI program, and you're doing pretty good on the later ATI or HESI exams that you have in your program, like if you're at the tail end of your program and you're doing pretty good with those exams, don't even worry about the NCLEX. You should not stress about it at all. Like you should still study a little bit and prepare for the NCLEX, but that's what the HESI or the ATI program is for. You're basically preparing to take the NCLEX throughout nursing school, which is fantastic. So I don't want you to get caught up with this idea that it's going to be so hard, terrible. What is that? Is it a book? Terrible, rotten, horrible, awful, whatever, the whole list of things. So, take a deep breath. It'll be great. Sonia, you said, I think HESI exams are a bit easier than the lecture exams. Very nice. That's totally a possibility.
So
depends on how you're...
YouTube, Trisha, you were asking what should I study when taking the NCLEX. That's basically just what we were talking about. So NCLEX HESI test bank. So I think I mentioned this on Monday, actually, is nursing school is to help you get prepared for nursing.
Yep.
So everything you're doing, you can kind of consider that studying. Obviously, you want to go into a little bit more depth about the things that you need a little bit more studying, but kind of that little mind shift, and everything is studying, everything is preparing you to become a great nurse. That's really the name of the game. So these test banks, HESI and NCLEX, yeah, they're there to test you, but they're also there to just get you ready for nursing as well.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think that is good. Anything else regarding
We have
HESI
a whole
and NCLEX?
Video on how to pass ATI and HESI exams that I want to mention. So if you head on over to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you're already there. Head on over to YouTube. If you're not, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, head on over to YouTube. We have a whole video on how to pass ATI and HESI exams. I think it specifically calls out ATI, but it works for HESI too. So head on over there, just search Nursing SOS ATI, and it should pop up there for you. So Nursing SOS ATI, check it out. I give you a lot of great tips for how to answer test bank questions. Mm-hmm. We also have a full playlist on there on test taking tips for like how to read the questions and things like that.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot there.
Which also, by the way, is in the study system as well. So if you have the nursing school study system, let me walk through. Let me find the page that it's on. We have a whole section on test taking tips and like strategies to use. And I know it's in the back, but I don't remember what page it's on.
So while Christine is looking that up, just a heads up to everyone, our membership is also open this week until Friday. So if you're interested in joining our guided membership community, it's a great community if you want to dive a little bit deeper and get a little bit more hands-on experience and tutoring, things like that.
Hands-on experience? There's no hands-on experience. There's no hands-on experience.
Yeah. So anyway,
we have one-on-one tutoring for you. So if you join the membership community, you get a whole database of videos that walks you through nursing school step by step. Everything you need to pass nursing school. It's incredible. Like it's amazing. If you're not in it, I don't know what you're doing.
So we have our step-by-step guide, and we guide you through that. So go ahead and check that out.
And then we have our tutor form as well inside the membership community, where if you have a nursing school question, you can submit a tutor form and a nurse on our team will get back to you within 24 hours. Boom. So if you are nervous about talking to your instructor, if you cannot get a hold of your instructor, if you just have a question that you want to ask us, no problem. We can walk you through those things. Submit a tutor form as a Nursing SOS member. It's great. So fun. So this is our nursing school study system, which is the do-it-yourself version. This is just a guided version, DIY. If you just want to know how to study in nursing school, you can just download this. That's it. Now it's on page 38 is how to answer NCLEX style questions. So this works for lecture exams, this works for ATI, this works for HESI, this works for the NCLEX. So on page 38 of the nursing school study system, boom, that's where it is. That's what I wanted to mention.
So if you want to take a look at that, nursingschoolsuccess.com/study system, that's there for you. If you want to take a look at the membership, nursingschoolsuccess.com/join. If you do plan on joining the membership, that study system is available for free within the membership community. So do not buy the study system if you're planning on joining the membership. So anyway,
absolutely,
that is it on that.
Absolutely.
Let me see. Okay.
The fact that I've done thousands of practice questions, including the HESI and Elsevier practice questions, is good. That is fantastic, my friend. That's exactly what you should be doing.
Practice. Lots of practice questions to get you used to the style of questions that they ask, get you used to all the SATA and all those
select all that apply.
Other NCLEX-y kind of questions.
Yep. And we always recommend that if you don't do as well on an exam as you had wanted to, whether you made a lower grade than you wanted to or you failed it, we always recommend going and talking with your instructor afterwards. Always go through your exam item by item if you can, or just sit down with them in person or online, totally fine, and walk them through your study process and how you're studying. That way you can get really good feedback from them. And I love the question that you could ask them. Hey, if you were taking this class, how would you study? I think that's a fantastic question to ask your instructor. Hey, if you were taking this class, how would you study as a student? Like, ask that to your instructor. See what they say. I think it's a fantastic question.
I think with the questions too, you always want to show that you're learning, that you're open to learning and you want to learn. So those kind of leading questions, hey, how would you? Or like, hey, I answered this way and this is my thought process. So is that am I right in that thought process? Just kind of giving a little bit more information so your instructor knows that you're putting in the effort instead of just, hey, why is this this, or why is this wrong? Just give a little bit more information on that too. That does help.
Alicia Lynn, yes.
Yeah. So Alicia, you were asking a bit about.
I wasn't even going to say it.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say yes, Alicia Lynn.
Christina's just going to leave it at that. So
yes.
Wink, wink, nod. Let me see here. Yeah, Eddie, definitely practicing questions is the best. It helps a lot. Yeah, lots of studying questions.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Ina has an interesting question. I have my first ATI proctored exam today. So we're just talking about HESI, ATI for my fundamentals. First semester nursing school. Hooray. Do you have any videos on it or how it goes, how to study for it? I have 2 hours to study still. So that's why I wanted to bring it up.
Please don't tell me that you waited until now to study for it, or Christina's literally just
that's why I brought it up.
I'm just gonna go live in a cave and never come out.
So
please, friends. Okay, here we go.
No, I have been studying.
Okay, thank you. But for everybody else who is putting off studying, because this happens all the time, literally, friends, we get emails all the time. Here's the number one thing that we see nursing students do to themselves. Don't do this to yourself. If you don't believe that you can pass your next exam, you will not study for it.
We talked about this a lot on Monday.
Let me say that again. If you don't believe that you can pass your next exam, you will not study for it. Now, you might study for it a little bit of here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, but you're not going to be productive and efficient in your study time. Because if you don't believe that you can pass either your exam or pass the term or pass nursing school in general or become a nurse, you are not going to be studying effectively or productively or efficiently. You're going to be wasting your time. And then what's going to happen? You're going to come up a week before the exam, not going to study. 5 days before the exam, you're not going to study. 2 days before the exam, and then you just keep getting stressed and stressed and stressed. And then you don't have time to study, right? You self-sabotage your own success. We see this all the time. Do not do that to yourself. Who is in finals week right now? Raise your hand. Hey, there's like a raising hand emoji. Can you give me the raising hand emoji? I just found that the other day. So fun. Raising hand. Kim's like, get out of my head. Seriously, friends? It's so funny. Sometimes I say things to our members, or like I'll email somebody back and they're like, seriously, are you stalking me?
So
like, how did you read my mind?
Yeah, we had a question on Monday that I did not write down. I did not even capture because it was one of those comment questions. Like, it's a question, but it's not really a question. But yeah, it said, can you really read minds? Thank you. So
I can.
There you go.
Because I've been there, my friends. I can read my mind. And because we're so similar, I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of raising hand emojis, my friends. See, I'm telling you.
So within
it's a thing.
2 hours, is there anything else we can give?
Stop studying. If you have been studying, stop studying. If you've been studying up until this point and you have it was a HESI, right?
ATI, first ATI proctored.
ATI proctored, and you're telling me you got a 96 on the practice and you feel quite confident? You're going to rock it. Are you kidding me right now? Man, you are going to be so good on that exam.
So if you needed permission to stop studying, here's your permission to stop studying. You know what? You said, awesome. That anxiety. So just take a break. You have 2 hours. Just calm your nerves a little bit.
Yep.
That's probably the best advice.
Drink some water. Hydration matters. Yes, it does. Eat some food. Take a nap. Don't oversleep. Don't miss your exam. Show up. I always tell students show up right on time for their exam. And it's exactly the reason you said, Ina. If you have test-taking anxiety, my friends, the last thing you want to do is go. You said it was a proctored, right? So you have to go. The last thing you want to do is go and see all the other students freaking out about it. If you have test anxiety, you do not want to sit for 15 or 20 minutes before the exam with other students. Absolutely not. Show up right on time or slightly late, depending on your school's policy. Just, quietly walk in there 30 seconds late. Just stay away from other students as much as possible. Not because we're socially distancing, but because I don't want you to, get that energy, right? The energy of the room.
Whoa.
The energy of the room.
That's crazy. I've never heard of it. It's going to be at your house. They said you have to scan your room. So it's a proctored through ATI through webcam and microphone.
What?
So that's really cool.
That's a thing? Won't not, because I'll probably miss it. I'd be right with you.
That's really cool.
That's crazy. What do you mean scan the room? How does that, I'm thinking like a thermal scanner or something that they have at I don't know.
I was thinking like you're carrying your laptop around with a webcam here. Make sure no one's hiding behind a couch or something.
Yeah, or you've got someone under your desk with a textbook or something who's telling you the answers. Don't do that. That would be cheating. Hey, Brandy. Oh man, that's so funny. I have to video
my entire room. Yeah.
Crazy.
See, so you're showing.
Who else does that?
That
who
so
else
cool.
has that? That's welcome to the 21st century, my friends. That is insane. I have to clean now. You don't want to see my office. No. That is so funny. You pick up your laptop and walk around. This is the thing. Why have I not heard this before? I also have proctored and it scans the room. How did no one tell us this before? That's insane, you guys.
Cool.
Wow.
So I'm aware they did that with all my MBA exams.
Wow.
That is really cool. I like it. I think that's fascinating.
That's crazy. Hey, Aaliyah, I bought the nursing school study system. It saved my study routine and removed my bad habits of studying. It was so helpful. That is so funny, my friend. She's talking about the nursing school study system. Get it. It's amazing. NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/study system. Aaliyah, so glad it helped you. Hey, Aaliyah, do you mind emailing us? Because I would love to talk with you. Can you please email me at hello@nursingsos.com and just say that I told you to email, okay, about the study system.
There you go.
And Nicole will send it to me.
Also, again, membership is open. So if you want to join the monthly membership, the study system is in there included already. So there you go.
That's crazy. Our finals are monitored with the same type of software because of COVID. We all have, YouTube doesn't like that word. I'm not going to say that word. I have to scan my room. So Brandy, and my desk area so that they can see I don't have notes laying around. Yes, I have to pick my laptop up and spin in a circle pretty much. That is so funny. I never knew this. This is
Learn
the
something
coolest
new every
thing,
day.
you guys. I wish that, that's a pretty cool thing to do in nursing school. The email is hello@nursingsos.com. hello@nursingsos.com. Alternatively, Aaliyah, you can DM us on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. And shout out to Nicole and Marilyn on our team.
Hi, guys.
Who run those things. So just, Aaliyah, if you can just email us or DM me somewhere and just say that, hey, Christina told you to message and, to forward it on to me or something. I'll let Nicole and Marilyn know that I'm expecting you. I want to chat. All right.
Let's
Respondus
see.
lockdown browser. Have you heard of that?
No.
Well, I've heard of like lockdown browsers. That's so funny. It records us. I'm just like,
Christina's going down this rabbit hole right now.
It records us, our surroundings, microphones, and will flag us for any noise if we look away from the computer too.
I did know about that, about the whole, they can track the eyes. So if you're looking away too much, then it will signal.
You've got okay, I'm not even going to say that because I don't want people to actually do this.
But circling back around onto the actual topic, Ina, just take it easy. Sounds like you've done all the practice questions and relax for a little bit. You won't have anyone else in your house to bring up your anxiety, so just take it easy. Clean, I guess. Put some stuff away. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
Don't take a nap if you're gonna oversleep. Hey, Brandy, you're in hey, Brandy on Facebook. Can you tell me if you're watching on our Facebook page or if you're watching in the membership community? Because Nicole said she was gonna try to do a watch party in the membership community. Did you know that?
Cool.
Yeah, we were gonna try that to stream this in the membership community group.
Okay.
Because that sounded fun. Anyway.
Very cool. Brandy did have a question. Just wrapping up ATI, just how to study for ATI comprehensive. So we've been talking about all the standardized testing.
What? Okay, go ahead. And then I have something else to talk about.
Well, I just did. So.
Oh, okay.
Brandy's just asking about the ATI comprehensive exam.
Well, that was it. I mean, just really the biggest thing is that it's a test bank. That's it.
So just lots of practice questions.
It's a test bank, lots of practice questions. For ATI particularly, what I have heard from other students, so my school used HESI, but what I've heard for other students from ATI is that the practice tests can be very similar as the actual ATI exam. I'm just going to leave that at that. But I've heard some things.
I've heard
some things.
I've heard things.
And I would highly recommend. I'm not very good at winking. Can you tell? I would highly, highly recommend doing the ATI practice exams based on what I've heard. I have had to email my professors multiple times because my dog has moved my curtains and barked and flagged my monitoring for cheating.
Yeah, your dog is definitely
That's crazy.
Definitely giving you all the answers there.
That's
let me tell you that.
Crazy, but it's so interesting that they like. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I've heard about, not to this extent, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
/ new and exciting, I guess.
It is new and exciting. Like when you think of 2020, do you think new and exciting? I hope you do. I do. It was a year of challenges and overcoming those challenges. There you go. Mm-hmm. The practice test A and B scored well, so you're perfectly fine. Brandy, I know you, friend. I know you. You're gonna be totally fine. I love it. I love it when our students succeed. It's the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Brandy. Sure. Yeah, I really recommend those practice exams. Hey, Brandy, if you want more like ATI stuff, we do have the whole video on YouTube. So go to YouTube, type in Nursing SOS ATI, and that'll come up. There you go. A pleasant morning power duo. Are we a pleasant morning power duo? Thank you, friends.
I do not know. It's the coffee speaking.
Thank you, friends.
That's really what it is. Mm-hmm. All right, Ashley has a question. My question is, have you ever felt so behind in studying, or what you know that you feel like you can never catch up? I don't even know where to start to feel like I'm catching up.
I was literally just writing about this the other day. Like literally. So here's what happens, friends. Actually, nursing students spend months, if not years, literally years, trying to figure out how to study. That's the problem. Most nursing students spend months or years trying to figure out how to study. I do not want it to take you that long. That is why we created the Nursing SOS membership community. That is why we created the nursing school study system. I do not want it to take you months or years to figure out how to study in nursing school and pass. It's not how we do it here. So NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/join will get you inside the membership community. And that is where you have access to all of our videos that walk you through step-by-step everything you need to know for nursing school. And then also you have tutoring as well in the Facebook group community with other nursing students. So if you have any questions, if you need any support, we're always here for you. Always. Always. It's amazing. Now, if you don't want to join the membership community and you just want a DIY system, that is the nursing school study system. So NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/study system. This is a downloadable PDF that walks you through step-by-step how to study in nursing school. That's that. Now, why I mention that is because this question specifically said, if you feel so behind and you feel like you can never catch up, here's what I know to be true, right? Is that you were nervous about your exam and you put it off. And that is not what we do here. So if you are, like, just like what we said, if you were not, if you were not feeling prepared for your exam, not feeling confident, you felt like you were going to fail your next exam, what are you going to do? You're not going to study, right? You're just going to put it off. You're going to put it off. You're going to put it off and procrastinate and procrastinate. And now it gets to within 5 days of the exam and you're overwhelmed and you don't know what to do and there's too much information because you self-sabotaged your own success. You need a plan. This is the plan. The Nursing SOS membership community is your plan. It's literally step-by-step how to pass nursing school. Step by step. I walk you through every step of the way. So I mentioned that. The thing with this, friends, who is this? Ashley, have you ever felt so behind in studying and what you know that you feel like you can never catch up? Yes, I've been there. That's why I know. That's why I know how you're feeling right now. That's why I know the solution to it because I figured it out. This is self-sabotage. This is what we've been talking about a lot. This is that self-sabotage cycle. If you don't feel like you can pass an exam, you're not going to study for it and you're not going to pass your exam. It's as simple as that. So make sure that you get that in line, that you check yourself. What's that phrase? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Make sure that 3 weeks before your final or what have you, right now, whatever your final is, this week or next week, start studying today, right now. Right now. Even if you don't believe that you can pass, you have to focus, right? You have to focus. So it is nursingschoolofsuccess.com/study system.
All one word.
All one word. nursingschoolofsuccess.com/study system. That's for Emmy.
Yep.
If you are a Nursing SOS member, don't buy it. It's in the membership community for free for you. So it's nursingschoolofsuccess.com/join for the Nursing SOS membership community. So that's it. I do not want it to take you months or years to figure out how to pass nursing school. Absolutely not. Like I said, that's not what we do here. This is your step-by-step guide to passing nursing school. We walk you through it. We do it for you.
So here's the deal. As Christina just mentioned, yes. Ever felt behind? Yes. I've never been in nursing school, but I've seen it happen. Yes. But if you don't start studying, you'll just constantly have that feeling. So you need to start somewhere. Like you said, I don't even know where to start to feel like I'm catching up. Anywhere. Just start. The first step. Yep. The most important step is the next step.
The most important step is the next step. Yes. I like that one. That's a really good one.
It's from my book. The same book.
Oh, very nice.
You have really inspirational quotes.
That's cool. That's so funny.
The most important step is always the next step. So just take that step. Just keep going.
And here's the thing. Go ahead.
So I think that the other thing that really what Christina is here for and what we're here for is what's the most efficient way. So what's the most efficient way for you to study? How can you save time? How can you still have time to do whatever you like while in nursing school? So that's really why we're here. So she really boiled it down to what's the efficient way to get the most out of your studying so that you can still have time, so you can catch up, so that you can catch up and even do other things still.
Yep.
So that's really why we're here. That's really why we have the membership community and the study system, why Christina made the study system. It's a step-by-step guide so that you can work efficiently, work better, not harder, or whatever.
Smarter,
not harder. There you go. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. That's what we're here for. So Ashley, I'm just going to say this because of the season we're in right now, coming up on finals. I'm kind of half assuming that you might be talking about a final exam. So when you are studying for finals, I'll just jam on this really quick. We jammed on it Monday a little bit, but I'll do it again. So here's how we study for finals, my friends. Here's the process. The first step is you have to collect all of your notes. All of your notes everywhere. Check your car, check your kitchen table, check your bedroom, check your living room floor, wherever notes could be. They get places, friends. I'm telling you. I tell you this because I got to an exam one time and half of the exam was things that I didn't study because I totally forgot about it. I didn't have the notes. I didn't go around and collect all my notes of what I was supposed to study, and I only studied half the material. That was rough. So don't do that. Don't be me. So go collect all of your notes. Step number 1, collect all of your notes that you need to study. Collect all of them. Then what you're going to do is you are going to go through all of your notes and break them down into smaller packets based on topic. So let's say you learned like cardiac and respiratory during this term in nursing school. Then you would take a binder clip and clip together all the cardiac stuff. Take another binder clip and clip together all the respiratory stuff. Then you have 2 packets, right? 2 packets based on topic. Then you're going to take 1 packet at a time and you're going to go through it and highlight the information that you don't yet know or can't remember. Highlight only the things that you don't yet know or can't remember. Those are the things you're going to study. Then you're going to take out those things that you highlighted and write them on a separate sheet of paper with a pen. I don't have a pen. Write them out on a separate sheet of paper. Everything that you highlighted in that packet, you will write on a separate sheet of paper. So now this sheet of paper only contains things that you don't yet know or can't remember. That's it. Everything that you know already stays in here. I do not want you to get caught up studying the things that you already know. We do this all the time in nursing school. We do this all the time in life. We like to take the path of least resistance. We like to feel good about ourselves, but it's not an efficient way to study. So oftentimes what happens is you'll sit down to study and you'll go through over and over again the things you already know and understand. But if you already understand it, you don't need to waste time studying it, right? Because you already get it. You already know it. But oftentimes that's what we do because we like to feel better about ourselves. So we don't want to study the hard things. We don't want to study the things we don't yet know. So we try to study the things we already know. And that's not efficient. So this piece of paper, right? Highlight everything from your notes, from that packet. Highlight everything that you don't yet know or can't remember. Transfer that with a pen onto a fresh sheet of paper. So this paper becomes everything you don't yet know. And then you're going to study that. Then you're going to do it again. Highlight this. After you've studied it, after you've done practice questions, after you've made flashcards, after you've taught it to someone else, all the study tips that we teach in the study system and in the membership community, all the study tips, study strategies that we teach, use those things. Do that. Study everything on that paper. And then you're going to do the same process. Highlight the things that you don't yet know or can't remember, and then transfer it again and keep doing that process until you know it all. This is exactly how I studied for finals in nursing school. And I tell you what, friend, it is so efficient. So efficient. I go through my notes now, and I have all my notes from nursing school. And it's so funny to see how, all my highlights and stuff and all the pages and everything, all the highlights and how I took notes. Like how I teach you to take notes is how I literally took notes in nursing school. So I go through my notes and it's like the 2 different colors and the page numbers are written everywhere. And anyway, if you want a deep dive on how to take notes in nursing school, we have a whole YouTube video on that. Check it out.
Great. Aaliyah. That's how you said that. Mm-hmm. I'm really bad at saying names. So she just had this story about never giving up. So that's the other one, is really just never giving up. Let's see. I'm just going to read it. I actually had a story to tell. A couple months ago, I was taking my pharmacology exam, and program requires at least 76% for final grade. My final grade ended up being 75.99%.
Oh, that happens all the time.
I was so disappointed in myself because I also got academically dismissed from my program. This gave me the opportunity to sit back and reflect on how I study and what is wrong during that class. I decided to appeal. Great idea. And I wrote a strong letter as to why I did not make it, as well as creating an academic study plan for myself to prevent from failing another class at nursing school. Submitted my appeal for review, and the committee at my program approved it. I was so grateful to God and I felt like I was given another chance to fulfill my dream to become a nurse. I was so determined to get back in my program and complete my journey. I just want to share with other nursing students, never give up on your dreams and always stay determined and committed. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Aaliyah, can you, message that to me again? You're the best. That's so funny.
That is amazing. That is a great story.
That is an awesome story. I'm going to ask you if I can use that to help other nursing students. So email me, please. hello@nursingsos.com. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Ruby, hello. You are awesome. I recently found you. I wish I would have found you before I even started nursing school. Yeah, I wish so too. I know we do our best to find nursing students as you're entering nursing school so we can help you as much as possible. So share this out with a friend. You guys, if you're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, share this with a friend that needs the encouragement, that needs the tips, that needs the help. That's what we're here for. That's what you're here for. Help other nursing students. This is what we do.
Yeah, this community is really great. We have a really good uplifting group, and people that just share stories and give tips. Any questions that we're not able to answer, just they answer in the comments too. Yeah, so that is really, really a great group and great community that's here. So that's really awesome.
Welcome, Ruby. So glad to have you here.
Delcine. Pontus? You'll see. Yeah. Someone says that they go to vocational high school and taking a nursing class, but it's so in high school and taking a vocational nursing class. It's so hard that I want to give up already, but that's
vocational
really,
nursing. Oh, that's fun.
that's really cool. And it's great that you're trying things out early and seeing what you like and not like potentially. So
cool.
That's really cool.
Let's see. I think I missed some things on Instagram.
I did
want to, someone way on Instagram said about medications and the kidneys. Okay, so anything, Nursing SOS members, we have a full database of medications for you in the Nursing SOS membership community. So check out the pharmacology course. It's all there for you. It's like over 120 meds. So if you are having a hard time studying pharmacology, learning your meds, studying pharm, definitely check that out. We have all the medications there for you, over 120 of them, where we walk you through exactly what you need to know about them to make them so much easier to learn.
Yeah, that's been asked. How to study for pharm, how to survive pharm when nothing seems to stick. Yeah, all of that. That's really good information, and a lot of meds are in the membership community now.
Absolutely. So go to the pharmacology course inside the Nursing SOS membership community. You'll see them all there. We have a whole video series on how to study pharmacology in there, and then the whole database of medications. So definitely check that out. NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/join. And then also what I want to say, because that question from before was specifically about like the kidneys. When you're thinking about medications, one of the biggest things that you want to make note of is that two things. A lot of medications most medications, excreted by the kidneys, metabolized by the liver. So you have to be really careful if a patient has kidney disease or liver disease. Okay? Two things to note, which we walk through in those videos inside the membership community. So there you go. That was a high point.
Okay. Very cool.
Sweet.
We'll jam on this a little bit because we were talking about taking notes and studying in general. Sure. But specifically, someone's asking, I'm not sure if it's in nursing or prereqs, but we cover this fairly often, is how to study, how to learn microbiology, study microbiology. So really for studying, we mentioned this on Monday too, there's really the two buckets of studying. Mm-hmm. There's studying to memorize and there's study for critical thinking. I guess those are kind of the two buckets that I put it in. Microbiology terms, what are other things? Vaccination schedules is one that you talk about, right?
That's nursing for pediatrics. Yeah. So anything that's like A&P, like anatomy things, physiology things, microbiology, chemistry, biology. It's a lot of memorization. Those are your prereqs. It's a lot of memorization. And then when you get into nursing, your core nursing classes, the things that I always say that like you have to memorize. A lot of the infectious diseases you just have to memorize. The vaccination schedule, you just have to memorize. Childhood developmental milestones, like you just have to memorize those, you know? So there are some things that you just have to rote memorize.
Yep. So I'd put microbiology in that bucket of rote memorization. So for that, we talked about this. She really likes flashcards.
I love flashcards.
She really likes whiteboards.
Yeah.
Just repetition, write it over and over again, get as many of your senses involved as possible to make sure that it's getting into your brain different ways. So writing it out, teaching it, going through it again, saying it out loud, even if there's no one else in the room. Just kind
talking
of
to yourself.
Just all this repetition is really what's needed to move it from your short-term into long-term memory.
Absolutely.
So whiteboards, flashcards for microbiology or any of those kind of rote memorization things and teaching other people. So
absolutely. So with that, even if you're, like Matthew said, even if you're not, that's really the biggest thing. Even if you're talking to yourself, even if you're not going through your flashcards again, it's totally fine. Just study how you need to study. A big thing with teaching someone else, the big thing with that is just to make sure that you can communicate what you're learning to someone else in simple terms. Matthew's not a nurse. And so in nursing school,
I am not a nurse.
He didn't have any concept of that. So that was great because it encouraged me and challenged me to teach the content to him in a way that he could understand. Spoiler alert, I was so good at it, we created a whole YouTube channel around it, teaching in simple terms. So that really, really helps practice breaking things down step by step for someone who is not in nursing at all, which is like even so cool. If you don't have anybody in your physical house to teach to, that's fine. Talk to yourself or just get on Zoom and chat with somebody. Everyone has Zoom nowadays, right? Zoom is like the new Kleenex. I think it's so funny because
video call.
Zoom is the new Kleenex. So anytime, like if you need like a facial tissue, you don't say, "Hey, can you hand me a facial tissue?" And you say, "No, can I have a Kleenex?"
I'm gonna start doing that. By the way,
even if it's not.
Excuse me, may I have a facial tissue? See what happens.
Facial tissue. That is so funny. And the same thing, like if you want a video chat with anybody, you're like, "Oh, let's just get on Zoom."
Kind of like
let's
Google,
just Zoom
right?
it.
Google is the same way.
Oh yeah, Google
right?
it.
You don't search anything anymore. You just Google it.
You Google it, even if you're on like Bing or whatever. Does Bing have Google? No, Bing's its own thing, right?
Bing's its own thing. So yeah, you could Bing it.
That doesn't
Yahoo
right.
it.
Yahoo it. Is that it? That's a different one.
Yeah.
See, I'm not aware. Firefox it. That's another one, right?
Firefox is a browser. But,
oh, okay. So I don't know things. I don't know things about things. That is so funny. My wife used me when she was in CRNA school.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you, friends. All the people.
Shout out to people like me that are little test
guinea pigs
for all the nursing students out there.
The support people.
The support. Nursing school support squad right here. All right.
That could be a t-shirt.
That could definitely be a t-shirt.
That would be so funny. That we should totally come up with. Yeah. Who wants t-shirts? Raise your hand. Because I think that would be so
just
cool.
In general, yeah, t-shirts are cool. T-shirts are fun.
Who wants like nursing SOS t-shirts? Raise your hand. I do. I also really like jogger pants, and I think that would be so cool.
She's been saying this for a while.
I've been saying that for a while.
Yes.
I just want to like create the things that I want. Like I wanted a planner, so we made one.
We now have a planner. She needed a planner.
I want t-shirts and jogger pants because who doesn't want more sweatpants, right? And
especially now.
2020
is the year for jogger pants.
No kidding. Like you think about the businesses that are winning right now are like, Zoom, right? Target. Have you seen like how many people are like, I'm gonna go to Target. Like I just want to go to Target. Like there's songs about it even. Like during quarantine, it's like the thing that you miss is Target. Like I just miss going to Target. And sweatpants, man. Sweatpants.
See, and that is why the video is from like here down. Just FYI, because there's sweats down here.
Oh yeah, you're wearing sweatpants.
Yes, that's right.
I am wearing jeans.
It's the new mullet. Business up top, part bottom.
The 2020 mullet.
There you go.
Professional. Bedtime clothes. I don't know. Flannel. So funny. Okay, I love that people. You are having your nursing school exam in a few hours. You're so nice. I love you guys. Well, thank you. We love you too. Good luck on your nursing exam. How fun.
Rui has a question on the Facebooks. And yes, we talk about this. We're talking more mindset. Back to the mindset. A lot of this is really mindset. So this is really great. I feel like I am experiencing burnout and my motivation is at an all-time low. And that is awful as we are approaching finals. So you asked earlier who's in finals. So
who's in finals? Raise
happy
your hand.
December, happy finals.
Mm-hmm.
What do you Whoa, I can talk. What do you recommend to do to get motivated? I know I have been called to be a nurse. I have no doubt about that, but I can't seem to get motivated. So motivation, please help. And we've talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it's definitely something that comes up a lot is comes in waves, and yeah, we're your home stretch, final stretch, and the motivation just walks away.
It just walks away.
So what do you do?
So we always talk about the mindset stuff, right? Now, I'm going to go more strategy right now because we're really approaching finals and it's like game time, right? Like it's game on right now. We don't have a whole lot of time before finals. So here's what I want you to do that will help increase your motivation. Here's a really good strategy. Exactly like what we said. Make sure that you are breaking your notes down into smaller bite-sized pizzas.
Bite-sized pizzas? Is that what you said?
Did I say pizzas? Bite-sized pieces. Pizzas.
Yes.
Bite-sized pizzas. Yeah. Break your notes down into smaller sections, pieces, what have you. The thing is that if you're looking at a huge stack of paper that you need to study for your final exam, it's going to be overwhelming, right? You're going to look at that thing and be, no, not happening, right? That's what you're going to think. If you have to look at like this huge stack of paper that you have to study, no, I'm going to go bake cookies and take a nap. I would much rather clean my house right now. So what I want you to do is break it down into smaller sections. Smaller sections, one bite of it. Is that what you said on Monday? How do you eat an elephant?
Yeah, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. So finals is our elephant, my friend.
Someone just left YouTube because of that. Sad.
There you go. Sad.
Oh, there goes another one. All right. No one likes my elephant joke. Sad.
Don't call. What's that thing now? PETA. Don't call the PETA people. We are not talking about.
Don't call PETA Pit. No, that's different. Sorry. That is different.
We're not here to offend people or elephants, but that is a phrase. How do you eat an elephant? A bite at a time. If you're wanting to tackle a big project, do it a small piece at a time. Because it would just be too overwhelming for you to study everything. So that's why we break it down that way, right? That's why I have you break it down into smaller bite-sized pizzas. I do say pizzas.
Break it down into small bite-sized pizzas.
That
Same
is
thing applies.
hilarious.
How do you eat a big pizza one bite at a time?
I totally said that multiple times. That is so funny. How long have I been saying it that way?
I do not know.
That is so funny. Smaller bite-sized pieces. There you go. So that is really the biggest thing. For motivation, you need to see the wins, right? You need to gain traction. Mm-hmm. You need to see wins. If you are just, trying and you're not getting anywhere, that's going to be a lot less motivating, right? Because you're like, I'm putting in all this work and nothing's helping, So smaller bite-sized pizzas. Hashtag.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
We talked about it earlier today about studying and where to study or how to start studying. It kind of applies for motivation too. Is just start. Just take the next step. If you build it, they will come. Just start. Motivation comes and goes. So just trust that. You said that you're called to be a nurse and that you have no doubt in that. So yeah, motivation comes and goes. I think that's the other thing too. A lot of people wait for the motivation to strike and then go for it, or only do what I'm passionate in. And if I don't feel the passion, then I'm not going to do it. And you accomplish a lot less that way. So just understanding that, yes, motivation comes and goes. I'm sure that you've already seen waves of it. So knowing that it will come back, don't worry. Yeah. And just take it one step at a time and a little bit at a time. So
yep.
I do like that. Sarah, I use the breakdown method myself. I study one topic at a time and to make sure to take breaks. Yeah, so that's the other thing too is, just don't be too overwhelmed. Build in breaks. Plan out your day so that you can strategize. I think the biggest thing about stress and motivation is not having that plan. Mm-hmm. So if you have it written out, if you have a plan of attack, one, you'll feel less stressed. And two, you don't even necessarily, quote unquote, need motivation. If it's in your plan, you're going to do it. Mm-hmm. And that's it. So you'll just get through it.
100%. 100%.
There
you go.
What is compassionate care? I don't know.
That's so funny.
Because as far as the compassion scale, she got it all. So what is compassionate care? I do not know.
Funny. It's funny because they don't know you. That's so funny. He's really great. I love him. So, compassionate care. I don't know the exact definition of like compassionate care, but really nursing is compassion, right? We are here to be the hands and feet of Jesus. We are here to walk through hard things with people compassionately, right? Compassion, like what's the official definition of compassion? Is like, it's not like knowing what someone's going through, but it's understanding, right? Empathy is like, I've been through it.
So yeah, there's those terms that kind of overlap, and they have a lot of similarities. There's sympathy, empathy, compassion, I'd say are kind of
sympathy, like
all
feeling
there.
Sad for someone.
Yes.
Feeling bad for someone.
So what I've heard, again, I not know the actual definitions, but sympathy is feeling sorry for someone, or feeling for someone for what they're going through. Empathy is knowing that feeling because you went through it.
Yeah.
Is what I've heard. Comment if I'm totally off base there, but I think that's what that is. I'd say compassion is more on the sympathy line than on the empathy line.
Yeah.
But yeah, just being compassionate, having a heart of service, and being compassionate about what people are going through, and
wanting what's best for people. Yeah. Like, Jesus had compassion on them.
Yeah.
So compassionate care in nursing school and in nursing is, from my definition, it's my definition, being a good person. It's really being the hands and feet of Jesus, right? Compassionate care. That's it. Being the hands and feet of Jesus with people in the world today. There you go.
There you go.
Ooh. Tips for new nursing.
Oh, yes. Kayla,
for
tips for new nursing students starting in January.
Congratulations, Kayla.
Congratulations to Kayla and all the other people that are ramping up, getting ready to start nursing school in January. That's exciting.
Yep. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is dose calc. And I'm going to rephrase that. The only thing you're going to want to do is dose calc right now. So when you are getting ready for nursing school, of course you have to make sure that your requirements are all in. You've done like your BLS or CPR or whatever your school requires. Any, any clinical requirements that your school has, things like that. Just make sure that you've got all that paperwork done. But as far as like learning the lecture content or like learning things for nursing school, I highly recommend that you focus on dose calc. Highly recommend that you focus on dose calc, because you will have a dose calc exam within the first 2 weeks, often 2 weeks of the term, and you will have to get 100% on that test, or you kicked out of the program. A lot of schools allow you to retake it once, maybe even twice, but you do have to get 100% on it. And so that can be a lot of pressure. And I don't want you to wait to learn and understand dose calc until like the day before your exam. That's not what you want to do. So you have a month now, right? Probably over a month, depending on when you start. It's like 4 or 5 weeks. Nail down dose calc. Do it. Yeah. Katie said can't ever do enough dose calc. I agree. So just make sure that you're practicing. I cannot stress it enough. Dose calc. Dose calc is where you want to be. Go to YouTube, Nursing SOS Dose Calc. We've got a whole video series there for you. And there you go. Yep.
Yeah, I'd say, you just focus on that and you'll rock it.
Yeah.
You'll do good. And who else is it? Rachel, you're starting also in January, and Teresa in February in the UK. So yeah, people are definitely starting up.
Yeah.
So definitely follow us.
Exciting.
Stick around.
I would highly recommend joining the Nursing SOS membership community. Highly recommend that. If you are starting in January, I cannot stress it enough. You really need to join. Because I have a feeling that if you join later, you're going to regret not joining right now. So make sure that you, because we hear it all the time from students, I wish I had joined this at the beginning of my program. Like we were talking about that earlier. I wish I had joined this. I wish I had joined, months ago. I wish I had joined, at the start of my program. Join the Nursing SOS membership community. I'm telling you, friends, it is going to be life for you going through nursing school. So go to nursingschoolofsuccess.com/join. Get in there now.
It is open until Friday.
It is.
So, the recommendation, right, that you say is 1 to 2 months-ish before you start the program.
Yep.
Because, again, the one topic to study is dose calc. So just focus on dose calc. When you join the membership, it could be overwhelming because there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
But just focus on what you need right now. What you need right now to prep for nursing school is the doses calc course.
Yep. We have the dose. We have 2 dose calc workbooks there for you to walk through and step by step how to do dose calc. It's all there for you. So 2 workbooks inside the Nursing SOS membership community for you. You're really going to want to check it out. Like, I'm not over exaggerating. You really want to check it out. Alrighty, friends, we will be back with you on Monday. I hope you have a fantastic week.
Today's Wednesday.
Weekend, right? Because today's Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday, yes. So next time we're on is Monday.
Hey, Brittany. Shout out to you. All right. Yep. The next time we're on is on Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will see you then.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take care, friends. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Share IGTV.